Yo, welcome back to the Stoner and the Scholar show, your weekly 30-minute show where you get a little fun, a little bit of everything. So when you come here, you know we get high takes, legal facts, and real world dilemmas. And we got some quick videos for you and one Illuminati S video.
Oh, it's the
Alex.
Trilateral Commission.
Okay. He did say that on the Tuesday live show.
We got to call them by their name. They made it up. Stop getting lost in the Hollywood mirage. Call them by their name.
True facts. We should put some respect on this shit. All right, man. So we're gonna start off with a hot take, and to a certain extent, I could see it. I wouldn't want to see it because, let's just play the video.
I'm Mr. Carfine, and this is High Hot Takes, where I basically get geeked out of my mind, and whatever hot take pops into my head, I go over. So let's get right into this one. I think every player in the WNBA should wear a bikini to increase views.
What do you think? Yes or no?
No.
You know what's funny is if you think about the football team, they have like the lingerie football league. Is anybody watching any other way? Like, I feel like that's the only way you're getting people to watch.
No. And people still not watching.
The problem is the lingerie football league picks a bunch of like hot blondes, brunettes, the people in the WNBA, I don't even think you want them in underwear.
But the thing is, they're still not watching. That's the crazy thing. Like, they're not on ESPN. You know what I mean? We don't see the lingerie like that once in the blue moon, unless you go search.
Well, it also went out of business, so I'm not even going to sit here and pretend it's just a successful.
You got them old guys. Wife probably unfortunately passed away. Just want to see little skin. So they used to go to Hooters and go to lingerie. Go to Hooters and go to lingerie football. And Hooters is dying too. So, hey. Hooters is dying too.
Problem with the WNBA is that it isn't entertaining. Now, what's one way we can make it entertaining? Put everybody in a thong. Could you imagine Angel Reese dribbling down the court and her buns are bouncing more than the basketball itself?
Again, doubling down on a point I made earlier, she's the only one that would get that attention. Angel Reese in a thong would get attention. The rest of that team roster is scaring the stadium.
Yeah, they're not all built alike, and they might have something they drew in the stand.
No, it's not even that they're not built alike. She's an anomaly. She is supermodel-esque. The rest of the roster is not.
I don't want to see CC. I don't want to see CC nude in a bikini.
Oh, woof.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want
Angel Reese. Reese, yes, she's making half an income just on being.
I'm talking on CC 22, Caitlin Clark. I don't want to see her in a bikini. It's like
there's
I don't want to see Angel Reese in a bikini either.
I would see Angel Reese in a bikini.
And like that big Brazilian that came out of freaking out of South Carolina a couple of years ago, bro. Come on now, we don't want to see that. Like,
but I will agree, Caitlin Clark's not unattractive.
No.
She's not.
She don't push off.
Exactly. It's not. But I will say, sometimes when she gets really dull, what do we do? I'm not even trying to sit here and judge. I am just the overall general message is that the league in general is probably not one that would succeed in this realm.
Right.
People would tune in. It would be number one sport in the world eventually.
You know what they need to do? Lower the damn rim. Okay, let them start dunking. That's what we need. That's what we need. All right. That's what we need. My other one is a funny one right here by Bilu and Zay.
Fruit or the color?
Oh.
Spell orange. The fruit or the color? Nigga, I'm asking a genuine question.
That's the problem. That is the problem.
I just thought that was funny, and I wanted to see her reaction. The fruit or the color?
That is a good question. Chicken or the egg? Which came first?
Right.
Color.
All right,
or the fruit.
This week. Before I get to the dilemma, here's a guy that just can't.
Here's a guy.
What's this? Give me the dartboard, please.
Every day. That's what he has to deal with.
Glad someone's doing it.
Here you go. Puppy,
Hold the
puppy,
line.
puppy. Let me that.
Puppy.
Give me the soda. Bro, give me the soda, please. Yeah, come on.
Oh, this?
Come on, son.
How did he get there?
Why would you do that? Say one more. One more. Take it out.
It's only that one.
Please.
It's only that one.
Yeah, I saw you. I just saw you.
You saw me
Give me one more.
You
Yeah.
saw me for two.
Please.
I only had two.
Yeah, you got one more. I just saw you.
The
Give me that.
conviction.
Don't come here again.
Like, why, bro? Like,
The conviction.
All right, please.
and
Have a
some
good
people
day.
don't even need to do it. They
Beetlejuice
just-
pants on top of it.
Oh yeah,
Excuse me.
you gotta go to jail.
Let me get a jerky.
What?
Can I get my slim Jims?
Oh, the first.
Yeah.
My favorite.
Oh, this,
No.
as you said earlier,
Oh, sorry. Sorry. My
Come on, man.
a handful
Got
of
in there.
Slim Jim.
favorite.
No, you're not.
Oh, sorry.
I got a pocket full of Slim Jims.
All right, the dilemma this week, Alex. I want you to answer this question. Let me make sure it's at the start. I'm learning. Bill in the ship as we fly. Let's fly.
Dilemma. Should a self-driving car protect the driver or the pedestrians?
Oh, that's just it. Okay.
That's That's the question for you this week, dog. And I got like 3 more for you. I'm gonna hit you with one every week.
Well, so it being an autonomous driver, the pretense is that it was the self-driving vehicle that got it in a situation that it is about to hit a pedestrian. At which point, the machine, even the person in it, has to, take a back seat, figuratively speaking, to the pedestrian. I think.
Really?
So
what's the point of me buying this?
Hold on.
It's not to be safe and protect me.
This is a great question. Who would have thought 2 seconds was actually so deep? Because now it comes into the question of coding morality into a car. Because right now we have, like, under liability standards, you have sometimes situations where the pedestrian is clearly in the wrong and liable. And then there's situations where the driver is clearly liable. Now, what happens? I mean, I think the whole argument for autonomous driving is that this technology is not going to find itself in situations where it's about to hit a pedestrian.
But me and you see
So
videos
I would
of
say,
these
so I would
driving
say,
cars.
well, and again, who are you trusting? An Elon Musk algorithm? Like, I don't have faith in that. So
Right.
there's a lot of considerations here because, one, there's people that like try to unalive themselves by jumping into traffic. So, like, what is that situation? If you program into the car's coding that it needs to sacrifice itself and the driver over the sake of the pedestrian, now you really got a problem, because the pedestrian is making a negligent attempt at trying to, take themselves out.
Yeah.
And the driver isn't culpable for that. So now you're at a point where you're literally coding morality, situations where the car needs to take I guess here's what I would pose back. At what point would an AI self-driving vehicle find itself in a situation where it is about to hit a pedestrian, other than a situation where the pedestrian has put themselves in harm's way. Because literally the vehicle is limited to street roads. So if it's a protest, I'm actually encouraging them to go full speed.
Full throttle.
I gotta get my massage.
I'm just saying, if it's a fucking Earth protest, save the Earth crap, go, because they're being counterproductive to you. You know what I mean?
True. I'm not gonna deny that.
So, but if I buy a self-driving car, I feel like it should do everything in its power to protect me as the owner.
Sure, but what if you put it in compromising situation? I just feel like
the code shouldn't
you
allow
aren't
it.
the consideration. It's the car versus the pedestrian.
Yeah, but the car
the car is holding a traveler. However,
imagine having my baby in the back. And you worried about them? And you gonna swerve off the cliff?
What if that's a woman?
You better hit that deer. Even if it's not a person, it's a deer. You better hit that deer.
So again, it really depends on the situation, because if the pedestrian or the deer is in the middle of a 4-lane road, don't blink twice. But if your algorithm has it goofed out and you're on a sidewalk somewhere, we really got a problem. Because now you've coded into the algorithm, they're just like pylons, go right on through, and you're on a pedestrian sidewalk.
That's a great lawsuit right there, because why you're having your car have me on the sidewalk? Like these
that's
the
why,
other day.
That's why you can't be the priority at that point. You're going to sue them, but you can't be the priority.
That is very true.
Here's the thing. If I buy a weed whip, and that weed whip explodes, like I bought the faulty product, and if it blows up and injures my neighbor literally did nothing. They are just so in level of victimhood, the unopposed pedestrian has to take priority. They didn't buy the product. They didn't bring that product into the equation of dangerous considerations. It doesn't matter. Here's the thing. We look at cars like, dude, they're freaking homes for some people. So like it's such a fabric of our reality and our lifestyle and our existence. You don't think of them as products. But it's no different than your pair of Beats when all those Verizon iPhones were exploding, or what were they? They were Androids blowing up on
Samsung
planes. Yeah. So, if I'm on a plane and your Android's blowing up and tanking the plane, you're a victim. I'm a bigger victim because I didn't even bring the phone on.
Facts.
So it's weird that's a very real consideration. Dude, there are cars right now that are driving autonomously. And I highly doubt they've taken on that consideration its entirety to the point that they put it in code.
Oh, I'm so happy.
And if they did, it's got to be terrifying.
I'm so happy I found this video. So it's not your person, but it's a self-driving car. Here we go. Austin, Texas. Good. Here we go. So the vehicle driving in oncoming traffic, bro.
Dude.
Connected to rider support.
Hi, this is on from Imo Rider Support. How can I help?
Hi, the car is going the wrong way. It's going on the wrong side of the road.
They definitely
hear that. Let me double check that here. You will not be able to. This vehicle is not be able to straightforward because showing here on my map that. Let me go ahead and escalate this to our team.
Yeah, go ahead.
So they will maneuver.
Go ahead and do that.
Right?
Okay.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Me?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear me?
I think that phone call is also AI.
Yeah, you don't see what he said.
Can you guys hear me?
Said you took customer service, getting customer
No?
service.
Okay. I'm gonna get out the car. So you guys, I'll just figure it out myself.
Oh my god,
That is so sad.
bro.
What is
that
Waymo?
Is scary, bro.
That is.
So you never heard of Waymo? Waymo. Yeah.
No.
They're a self-driving company in like California and Texas, and there's a bunch of this incident going on. Like they go down the wrong way, and like they stop when they're not supposed to. It's just a bunch of scary stuff.
You never see that with Tesla.
Tessie. That's true. That's true. But yeah, I'm just happy. I just went down my history to find that to show you.
I love it. I love it because, dude, it is crazy to think that they had to code in that consideration, and whatever they decided on, I'm sure we're not gonna like it.
And you saw the tractor coming towards him. He's like, "All right, I'm gonna get out of here." All right. That's all I got this week, Alex. What you got?
All right, I've got a dense one. It's kind of news this week, but also I've got a few in store that we could also save. But if we got time, we can do them. This is Iowa University, or the University of Iowa. Sorry, my apologies. University of Iowa. And it's a frat house where they were in the middle of a hazing ceremony, and they did something to set off the fire alarm. And the good folks didn't evacuate the building, which then required the police to arrive. And now this is the police's body cam in the frat house, discovering the room full of guys being hazed.
Does anyone want to be forthcoming on what's going on?
Hey, this stops here, guys. This is a police department. This stops here. Who's in charge?
They're upstairs.
Dude, I was just thinking like you could try to pass it off as like just guys hanging out. But you look at this and not only guys blindfolded, but just covered in stuff. We'll say it politely. Just stuff. And it's like there's no hiding what you're doing.
When I seen it, I'm like, it's a college campus. I don't see nobody dying. What's the problem? They're all adults. You come down here. Nope. Well, keep going, cause we
got more to go for sure.
How about we start cleaning this up? Everyone take their blindfolds off.
Look at that guy in the white gray, just covered in ketchup stuff.
Oh my god.
Shit. I've already given multiple commands to clear the room and get out of here, but no one's moving.
Shocker. Shaka.
Apparently they're taking this pretty serious.
Yes.
You in charge?
Dude, the guy in the white, total prick. Also, legend. Just look, he just slammed that beer.
He's a legend.
He is. That's what I said.
Because I know, but you said prick. I don't think nothing pricky about it because I have the right to remain silent.
Well,
I don't gotta answer your question.
I don't know. I don't know if he necessarily plays his cards totally well until the very end.
Okay.
He does play his cards well at the end.
Still haven't found out who's in charge?
Might want to ask our house dad.
Where's he at?
What also makes it so great is that he's got this RFK Jr. voice, as he just obviously lost his voice, raging. I don't know. This is people hanging out.
Summit. Working at Summit.
Summit. That's cool.
So,
so I don't know what Summit is. Jack Mack said he thought it was like, he's just like, I don't know where maybe the house managers go. I gotta believe Summit is probably like either a retreat for University of Iowa, or it's like the base for their fraternity, like their charter base.
Okay.
Oh, obviously. Yeah, lieutenant's coming.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Definitely figure out why you wouldn't let me pass you initially.
Questionable.
Yeah.
I get it.
I would probably be calling your house dad or whoever. to get him here, since ultimately he's probably in charge, right? Unless someone else is in charge.
I don't have his numbers.
Yeah.
So what's this thing about a houseman? What is that? Is that real?
So you normally have like some alumni or father, or it's usually like an older alumni that's like in their 40s or something that manages the house. They're supposed to be like around the property, like in the city, like local. They're supposed to be residents. It depends. Like, here's the problem. All the universities are doing it differently. So I don't necessarily know if the house manager here is like someone who lives in the house. It, like, again, what is Summit? If Summit is something that like all the university house managers go to, then it's probably like somebody like in their later 20s that
it's like
is a young alum that lives on the campus.
Yeah, it's like a property manager.
Yes,
that helps out and shit. That keeps
sorority moms. You remember they like sorority houses. You have like a mom that would live on the property with them, and they're supposed to be like legally liable. They're supposed to be the ones that are keeping control of the fact that there's none of like the school violations as far as drinking, hazing, those types of things.
Okay, I got you. Roger that. Roger that.
It's manual. Here's the deal. From what I'm being told, this is like shutting down chapter type stuff. I need to start talking now.
It's 1 o'clock.
Yeah, that's fine. I need to talk to people.
You call Summit.
And I
I was telling you, it's 1 o'clock.
I'm not calling Summit.
I have no contact with Summit. You're not being very helpful.
No, nobody in here has any way to contact.
Maybe Summit is like a gathering, You said. Are you Googling Summit in Iowa?
This is all doing their
You
work.
know it.
So we're only making it.
So Summit at the University of Iowa refers to academic or industry-focused conferences. Boom. Notably, the UI Center for Intellectual Freedom is hosting a Reforming University Summit in December 2025. So this had to be, because this is the body cams. This probably happened like in December, right?
And they're like, okay, he's going to be gone. Let's have it
now. Yeah, let's rock and roll, baby.
I have no contact.
Okay, we need to find somebody that does.
No one does. He's a house dad.
Aren't you all supposed to have contact with him?
I never see him.
That's not probably brilliant to admit.
Yeah, true. But like, if you never see him, you never see him. You ain't trying to implicate your guy either, even if you do. It's kind of like not snitching, you know what I mean?
I mean, sure.
How do you know? He's your house.
Who's in charge of the house?
Summit.
So we're only making this situation that much worse.
I have no contact.
Okay, we need to find somebody that does.
No one does. He's a
We're
house
all
dad.
adults.
Aren't you all supposed to have contact with him?
I never see him.
That's part of the agreement, dude. Like the university's letting you have this frat house.
Okay.
With the understanding that like that is an obligation you'll meet. So you got to be in contact with them. And even if you aren't, don't be like
on body cam saying you never hear.
Exactly, man.
Okay. You snitching without snitching.
Exactly.
Snitching and not snitching.
You want to have you want to have his back. That ain't doing it.
But maybe he didn't think nothing would come of this. But when the cops start being dickheads, you got
the frats that are getting away with the most. Are the ones they are the ones that are bending the rules. Where like a house dad saying they're there, but they're not really on campus all the time. Like yeah, you gotta be careful, bro.
All right. Yeah.
What's his name? Eric. Eric, you don't know his last name?
Dude, the clothes.
A couple different code violations.
What's going on in here?
Oh
no, you're just blocking the door.
I like the duct tape or the plastic duct tape.
How does nobody live here?
Some Diddy activity right
Hanging
there.
out?
You tell me.
No, you tell me.
I don't know. You go to University of Iowa? Yeah. You do? What's your major?
Business.
Business? What's your name?
Business.
What?
You know,
So what's your name?
some good friends in some places.
Jose? Jose, what's your last name?
What?
Phone it. Who I'm talking to?
I won't tell you that.
Hmm?
I don't want to tell you that.
Okay. How old are you?
21.
All right. Yeah, you got an idea or anything to prove?
You need to do something.
This is crazy, dude. You've got bros back. This is insane.
Dude, just call, bro. You want my
Drinks the
ID?
beer, hits the vape.
Yup.
Wait until he does. Whoa. No, don't get ahead of yourself.
I love that.
Wait. He hands it. Wait.
Nah, that's stupid. You just like what?
First off, you're poking the bear.
A bear already.
Slamming the beer, hitting the vape. And then as you hand them the ID, what are you saying? Run that back. He said,
think it's
what?
fake.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Say what, brother?
Cool cat. But you a cool cat? Was that Peach Bush?
It is. Bro knows how to party.
I think it's fake. Huh? I think it's fake. You think it's fake? You think it's fake or you know it's fake? There's two different.
Upon handing it to him.
Things
I think you fucking was.
Campus 142, won by DL, number at Iowa when you're ready.
It's definitely not Jose.
I go by Jose.
I need to talk to these people over here. I need to step over here. I'll step inside.
Okay.
So this part right here, right?
Is anyone in here that needs medical attention? Yeah. Is anyone here that is against their will?
Just the one guy. Hey,
It'd be Doug. Oh.
Facts.
Is there anyone here who is not participating in this? I.e. a leader?
Is there anyone with any sort of physical injury?
Nah, they all. You see, these are boys, bro. They trying to get in, dog.
That's the funnest part about me. That's why you join a frat, dude. The whole room.
If I was a cop and they just all hit me with the no like that, I'm out. They're just boys being boys.
Well, here's the problem.
But people are dying. There's a lot
of local. I don't know. You're not going to catch me on that train. That's too soy boy for me. I was in a fraternity, so like I think the thing that you're up against is a local community police force is so much more forgiving. If you had like your local friend, same age, 20 years old, throwing a party at his house, those cops are going to be so much more forgiving than campus police. Like campus police are warped brain soldiers that are like hell-bent to sniff this shit out. Okay, it's really sad because if you had your local Broadview Heights cops at Miami University, it'd be very different. But even Miami's so different than OU, that wasn't fair. Miami, we were getting away with everything. But again, it was a very Greek school, so it came with the understanding.
Huh?
It's an initiation. It ain't hazing. Isn't it? Question: is there a difference between hazing?
That's not that bad.
Is there a difference between hazing and initiation?
So here's what we got to do, Ricky, because I'm thinking of the friend. Jake from State Farm. Get those khakis out here, big boy.
Bro,
big guy.
Look,
big
I got
guy.
Khakis
big
on.
Guy. Jake from State Farm, and your name Jake Black. So you are Jake from State Farm. All right, if you're really interested, after this series of videos, and maybe that could like be the cap on the show. So my fraternity didn't really. I mean, the initiation itself had its elements of psychological like manipulation, but it wasn't like there was severe hazing. But there was one fraternity that was really bad, and they had one of the coolest houses on campus, and they were so bad that they eventually got kicked off of campus. So ironically, my senior year was the year that our fraternity didn't have a house. We bought their house and took it over. And dude, the attic had some of the most extreme stuff you've ever seen. Like I could have these photos. We could have a good time talking about
like
it.
Pictures.
Yeah. So let me to ask you this. What was your question again? It was, what's the difference between hazing
and just being initiated?
And initiation. Initiation is like a ceremony, right?
Yeah,
so
it's like a trilateral commission.
Trilateral commission. You bring a baby out in front of a giant owl effigy and then you burn it. No.
Not in front of the owl.
For the owl. Balls, rules for such an appetite. All right. I love
What's all over you guys?
They're all shirtless.
Just water. Just water? What's on that dude's tie?
I'm not sure if someone.
You? Come here.
What's going on with his tie? I don't know. RFK. I don't know.
Nope. You're going to stand right over there. Because I'm telling you to.
It's my house.
It's your house. You're responsible for everything that happened today. So, okay. Check in right there.
What up, chat?
Get up against the wall. Come over here. You're going to do the same thing. You're going to stand with your buddy over here. Milliken, take these two, ask some questions about what's going on their arms. So, are you responsible for the house?
No, perfect. Thank you.
No? Okay, who's the house dad?
I just told you he works at f***ing Summit. We'll call him. Go there.
What was his name?
Eric, I told you. Why are you asking me?
Because it sounds like you're responsible for the house.
No.
Sounds like you have some idea of what's going on.
No.
You're not very forthcoming with everything.
But you asked the house dad. Who do you 30 years
Who we're trying to get a hold of.
Okay, go call him. Please.
Stay right there. You guys got IDs on?
He's cheaping.
Let's take a look at him.
This is a part like
Step back. I don't know if you do.
This is
back
private
up.
property. I can stay here.
Yeah, but right now we're investigating something that's going on.
Investigating what? There's nothing going on.
when the cop go upstairs and turn back around with the light.
Anyone want to be forthcoming on what's going on?
Yeah. I know, dude. It's crazy.
Just you got to see it from my
guy's
perspective.
not moving.
What the did I just walk into?
Yo, this is some like really like
celebration or what?
Fucking scary movie shit. I'm
It
not
is.
like a bunch of whites in the basement, no shirt, just standing still. Like, you walk
Just
in there, you
like,
like what?
soldier
the fuck?
position?
Yeah. Not say, bro. I'm just closing the door behind me. I'm like, enjoy, fellas. Just enjoy.
I love this response here too. What are you guys doing? It's a celebration. Celebration.
Nobody?
Yeah.
Celebration of what?
Of life.
Okay.
Exactly. You guys are trying to, you know, live the life.
Okay, you two. Teresa and I both you guys said
5.
we're here for public safety at this point.
3,
What's on your arms?
2, 1. It's like less than 30 seconds. And look.
Where are you guys going now?
You know the dude with the beard was like, guys, get out of here.
127.
Yeah.
Yeah. Back down here.
And the
What's on your
funny
hand?
thing is, this stand it. He said, I can't see.
The funniest thing about all of it
Shine your light.
is they thought
Is it
this
blood?
was part of the
That's what I'm asking.
hazing. Like they thought they were getting punked.
Okay.
Do you see why we're here? Why we're asking
Yep,
questions?
that's
I
true
don't know.
too. They could probably, yeah,
Get the
that's
wrong guy.
true. I'm like, we gotta keep our mouth shut. We gotta rock for the boys. That is true.
Exactly. This is like they think it's a test. No, not a test.
It's real life, real rap shit.
Yeah. Real, exactly.
I love how they just tough it out like some soldiers.
I was gonna ask those guys questions, and then he told them all to start heading out.
What's up?
I was gonna ask those two guys questions, but then they all started falling out.
They left.
No, I stopped them, but he was
Misunderstood.
Misunderstood.
Did you pull these guys out?
no. I went to go talk to those guys, and then they started coming out.
Why did we come out? So I said that. I said they should come out.
Now that's where he should have shut up.
Exactly.
That last part
is
is
this?
that last
You
part.
president?
I thought that's
Step up there.
what fucked them, honestly.
How
'Cause I
many are we
said
at,
so.
though, dude?
finally speak to the fraternity president.
But if he kept,
I'm going to tell you first and foremost.
He kept denying and saying, "I'm not in charge. It's not me." But that last part right there is interfering, saying, telling them you told them to get out. That exactly. I feel like that's what gave the ending. Like, just
that's what cooked them.
Yep.
I agree. Bro.
You try to shut up, but you ain't shut up enough. Too much peaches in the bush.
We're just some good old boys.
And you sound like one of the guys that would sniff the cocaine off the toilet. See? We need that soundbite. I used to sniff the cocaine off the toilet. I'm gonna get that for us next week.
I'm a little frustrated, but we're gonna get through it, okay?
So this is
what's
campus
going on
police.
Tonight? It's their lead up to initiation.
Okay.
Yes, or it's just the police of that city. But again, that just means then local police or campus police didn't have jurisdiction. But it's the same spirit. Those police are always looking to get frat kids or college kids.
What are we doing in the basement?
It's basically a ritual where they're blindfolded.
Okay.
And
just say it.
Okay.
Thanks, El Presidente.
The entire time that we've been here, which has now been...
Thank God you're a senior,
15, 20 minutes?
Somebody's got to media train the president.
We've been demanding to speak to somebody in charge.
Police train something like...
Where nobody knows next guy you, apparently, in the house.
Okay. Nobody knows. For him next year.
Yeah, he did better. He did better. He was ready to brawl.
Who's in charge? Like, here's the deal. We have a hazing event, right? We're going to do a report because we responded to a fire alarm, which we were trying to get people to evacuate because of the fire alarm. But from my understanding, you guys refused to evacuate from a fire alarm after an officer is ordering everybody to vacate the premise. And then on top of that, we find this hazing event. We want to speak to somebody. Nobody knows anything. Nobody knows anyone. Nobody knows what's going on. This is going in a...
All right, we got one last clip. I got them out of order. Sorry, fam. They're coming up in a weird order here.
This is all going in the report.
This has got to be it
as well. So, I guess I want to know what we got going on. Like, you're saying it's a ritual prior to initiation?
Yes.
Okay. I guess I'm asking for some cooperation.
This is why I do believe in the Trilateral Commission, right? I got it right?
100%.
TLC. Oh, okay, the TLC. This is why I believe in the TLC, because bruh, y'all niggas is doing this in college, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Imagine what else,
dude. You're not even,
guys.
You're not even scratching the surface. Lambda Chi Alpha is the fraternity I was in. We're the only fraternity who didn't have to turn in their ritual to the government. The White House, like in 1940, required all fraternities to turn in, like, disclose their, because your ritual is supposed to be secret. Like, I can't tell you what we do, but all of the fraternities had to turn it in a scare of like communism and, you know, like independent cults. They required everybody but Lambda Chi, because at the time the president was a Lambda Chi. So it's very like petty stuff like that, where it's
okay.
So here's what I'll say. What does that mean? That means that is somebody that was put in a ritual type lifestyle or group well before they were president. I mean, to become president, you went to college, but then you went on to higher education, then you went into politics, then you become president. All through that period, that like cult brotherhood bond type relationship doesn't end. That if anything, it probably consumes them even further.
Yep.
So, you know, it's just crazy to think like our ritual is inspired a lot by the Masons, the Freemasons. And I never can get over it. Like, dude, I was ignorant at the time. I didn't know all the stuff we know now. I had a guy in the fraternity.
You drunk the blood, my boy.
Yeah,
you drunk the blood.
Thank God I did not. I can assure you that. I had a very short limit. If they did anything to, I would have walked out of that beat. I didn't need friends that bad. So there was a guy in the fraternity whose dad was a Freemason, and it was kind of just all understood that after he graduated, he was going to become a Freemason. And I just wish I knew then what I knew now, because I would have grilled his ass. Just ask him every time I saw him. I'd be like, "So what about this and this and this?" And this?
Nah, bro, you should have just been like, "Yo, I need to be in," and you'd have been the inside man.
I could have, and then I would have been eating babies, and you and I would never be.
Maybe you
friends
just
again.
been just the bait. You just
There's
stayed
no
at
going
basic
back.
level.
Once you're in, you eat the baby,
And you take Diddy oil,
and then
I
it's
get
your
it.
life.
I know. And
Now
take
you're a
Diddy
baby.
oil. No, I ain't take Diddy oil. Eat babies and take Diddy oil.
Yeah. Well,
take that.
You
Take
guys
that.
think it's baby oil, like as we colloquial know, massage oil. It's like olive oil. It's seasoning for the baby that they eat.
Some coordination
And
with your people
also
here.
seasons to
You
get
just
the
like
elephant.
just tell your people, like, hey, if that's what people need to do, just politely tell us that, right? So I guess I'm looking for you to kind of be a leader here and help us out a little bit and start trying to keep everybody in line. Okay?
I apologize.
Okay, let's go back inside.
I just want to, if we can get that guy out of there, I just want to coordinate something to make sure that there's no injuries, there's nothing.
Where did
They're
which
downstairs.
guy? President.
Yeah.
Prezi.
It's not. Okay.
Yeah, Prezi.
I told him you gotta leave.
It's your guys' house.
Okay.
However, if the supervisor of the house, president, says he is not welcome here, then I'm going to escort him off property.
Okay. I think
if he refuses that, then he's going to be arrested.
We'll
walk him out. Yep.
Okay.
I feel like our Shippy voice is just used to being the sacrificing lamb. He's the one that
they sold him up the river. They just sold him up the river.
Like he put himself in the way too. Like, you know what I mean? There's 3 of them there, and he is the only one speaking. So I feel like he's a sacrifice. He's the lamb.
And again, he was speaking in ways that just kept getting him in more trouble.
Yeah, facts.
I would take care of that because the longer he stays here, I mean, he's getting close to being arrested.
For what?
The
That's
next
a dickhead
day,
move
police
right
pay
there.
a visit to Joseph's apartment.
Power move. But wait. Super power move. But did you see this part of the clip?
Yeah.
Next day, police pay a visit to Joseph's apartment after he was very
I know you love that,
uncooperative
man.
the day before. After
This
10
is where he
minutes of
won me
talking,
back.
he again proved to be uncooperative
Me too.
and
Me
difficult to
too.
deal with.
I ain't gonna lie.
So you interjecting yourself?
Because hold on, because for a young kid, great move. Ain't no
Executed
reason for it.
well.
Great move.
Executed well.
Conversation. What good does that?
They don't need to talk to the cops. I don't even.
Why are
speak to
you
right
deciding
now.
who they need to talk to? Though?
I'm just saying they're my buddies. They're my friends.
Right. The police are doing an investigation.
About what?
They're trying
Even
to
this is
figure
a
out what's
little too
going on.
much.
What is?
Because you're kind of implicating yourself more, saying, "I told them they don't need to. They're my buddy." You know what I mean? You could have said, "They don't need to. They're my buddies." But when you're like, "I told them," they don't need to talk to cops. You're over the line, bud.
Facts.
What have you heard?
I love that kid.
So there
is this guy wearing 2 watches? Like the cop that we're seeing, the third person. Is bro wearing 2 watches? Yeah.
He got the sugar.
Double wristed.
You're doing an investigation. You don't dictate the investigation, right? That's for the police.
Yes.
For us to investigate.
2 smart watches.
Right. You understand that.
Hold on.
So why are you?
What makes you need 2 smart watches?
2 phones.
One for the house and one for the police.
Dictating who the police can talk to and can't talk to.
I'm just telling my buddies not to talk to them.
Oh, hell.
Okay. So you're interfering with the police officers.
Not at all.
job.
Not at all.
He
never said, "Oh, if you don't get away, you're getting arrested." He never said that word.
He did tell you stuff. He
I
told you
sat
to
there
walk
for a
away.
second, and then he said it again. I walked away.
No, you didn't.
Okay.
So he asked you
I
to
would
walk
like
away.
to end this conversation right now, please. I would like to have a word here. Okay. And if there's anything actually happening, you can call me again. But it's been a pleasure. Thanks, fellas.
The handshake.
Well, I didn't catch your name.
Turns that radio on so anybody can hear.
So this is Lieutenant Travis Tyrell.
Travis.
You call in
One
and
time, take you.
about to be one taken. You hear that? One taken.
What'd you
So
say your name
gotta
was?
call
Joseph.
that in.
All right, Joseph.
All right, Joseph. Take me downstairs.
This is what spooked me. All right, I want you to watch this again.
Yeah.
Only a white kid would be this stupid. They're going down the steps.
Right. Joseph.
Don't just turn like you're about to pick up a weapon or something.
Facts.
Like that was so dumb. You're walking them out and you just like. And what is he picking up that they didn't see on their way up? It's just so that always sat with me weird. What are you doing?
All right, so unfortunately for you, at this point, you're being placed under arrest. You can put your hands behind your back.
Can that just be a ticket and you show up to court?
Joseph was arrested
Depends. Wait, let's see what they're getting him for. That'll tell us.
for interference with official acts in connection with the hazing
crime.
incident. Those charges
Gotta
would be
get a raise.
dropped a year later. The Alpha Delta Phi fraternity was suspended through 2029 for hazing.
Woof.
Bro, that's crazy. That was no hazing. I don't see no hazing there. I feel hazing is when you're literally doing harm. Unnecessarily like harm. Like if them niggas standing there for 5 hours, bro, come on now. It's 5 hours, bro. Like, come on. It's all right, bro. It's not the end of the day. They're gonna do this once. We're gonna spray them with some shit, and like it's over. Like, if I see like you're putting them in like sub-zero temperature water, that is crazy. You know what I mean? Like shit like that. That's hazing. Going beyond just niggas being niggas, dog. That was just niggas being niggas.
Fair.
Wiggers being wiggers, dog. Wiggers being wiggers. Because certain
more
niggas wouldn't.
That's right.
I would love to talk to someone that's in a black fraternity. Not know what they do, but like.
I'd be curious how different that experience is.
That would be a great conversation. That need to be on your next podcast.
I should do that. All right. Yeah. So I got 3 photos for you real quick.
But for Joseph.
Ass up. Lock his ass up. You're going to jail. You're going to jail.
So I can't. The thing that stinks is this is like a panoramic, and it's even better on a phone where you can like scroll like through it and zoom in. But I want you to picture this, dude.
What the hell?
They lived in every single one of those cubbies. So there was a kid that would spend all week in those cubbies. Okay. Oh. You had to live in that cubby.
Yeah.
And you couldn't shower or anything. And the only time you could leave was to go to class, and you had to come right back. So all the guys had their schedule. So they know like where you're supposed to be and when. You're not allowed to go take a shower. And the craziest part of all is it's hard to tell, but in the back there's an even bigger stain so see the black line in front of the
you can't pass that line or something.
They do lineups on there and stuff, right? So they have to like stand at attention and do their lineups. But if you see along the back wall there in the middle section, kind of next to love spray paint on the floor, there's like a pretty big stain at the back. They put a mattress back there, and when you needed to go to the bathroom, you had to go on the mattress. So by like the 3rd or 4th day, it was like burning your eyes just to be in that room. And if you see it closer to us, it's faint and it's hard to see. There's actually straight, like right in the middle, there's a big green smiley face. All we can see are the 2 eyes, and it's a big green smiley face. Dude, they would have to elephant walk that smiley face.
What do you mean elephant walk? What the fuck is the elephant walk?
Oh man. I'm shocked I have to be the one first to breach this with you. But it's when men picture like elephants, like their tusks. Like, have you ever seen an elephant walk You know, you've got one elephant that grabs the tail of the elephant in front of them and with their nose, and they walk together.
So like the caterpillar shit?
Well, it's like you're grabbing his tusk while they're grabbing it. It's an elephant walk.
Wow. No?
Dude, I've never needed to do something that bad. There's literally nothing that I've needed that bad. So there's 2 more photos just so you can see. I'm disappointed.
Crazy that like the first one was like death because he was like, I'm about to die.
Yeah, dude. So it's like I've seen this thing at its worst. It gets worse. Like,
wow.
Look at that. And dude, the nastiness on these walls.
Bro, this is like mental torture, break you and you come back in
it's like MK Ultra basics.
Yeah.
Break you and then build you up. But like, dude, the things written on the walls, I mean, that's blood.
Oh my god. And then the next day, like the next year,
and
the person that go in there on top of what's already in there, dog. Oh my god.
And then, dude, some guy like makes your nose bleed or something, and then you're supposed to be their friend next year. Like, what kind of Stockholm syndrome psychosis is that stuff?
That's some scary shit. Dang, yo, we need some frat bros that escape the frat to come talk and share their pictures and shit. Like, this is crazy.
They'll get in trouble with their boys.
But they escape. That's why we need to escape these.
That's right. Just like that, like the people that leave Scientology.
Yeah, the TLC. Well, like the TLC, the ones that escape the TLC.
Dude, what's funny is people that aren't going to know what you're talking about are going to think you're talking about the television show. And you're not even that. The television show, you're like, we're doing this off of TLC.
Hey,
like,
TLC, really the singing TLC. Group, TLC, the channel, and
this
Tender Love and Care.
Yeah,
like there's a lot of TLC. So, hey, if you know, you know.
That's right, baby.
Hey, Alex, great show, man. Thank you for everything, brother.
Thanks for having me, my friend.
Yeah, man. Oh, whoa. Where they for you find you?
Hey, you gotta catch us on Tuesday evenings and Sunday mornings. Wake up, have a cup of coffee with us, and a break from all the social and political chaos on a Sunday morning, and then get some real moments of thought, clarity, and laughs on our Tuesday evening shows on the Rethink Tank. But you can find everything in one central place, and that's at our website at www.rethinktankpodcast.com.
You heard that here first. You know?
Appreciate it,
all right, folks. Peace in the Middle East. You look like fried geese. We are outside.